Hi, thanks for joining us today on the Thundering Legion, and I'm your host, Christine Ross. Did you know that there's a doctor shortage in the United States? That's why the Affordable Care Act can never be implemented. We don't have enough doctors to man the system right now, and each day we lose more doctors to retirement. Today on the Thundering Legion, we're going to be talking about what you can do to save your own life and overcome heart disease. I'm not a medical doctor, and this information is for educational purposes only and not meant to diagnose or prescribe. I am an experienced and working home health aide in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and I'm available for more work. Last week we talked about cayenne pepper, and this week we're going to be talking about hawthorn berry and what it can do for you. Commission E is the German equivalent of the American Food and Drug Administration. Commission E has done scientific studies on hawthorn berry and has found that it does help prevent and treat heart disease. For example, I had a friend whose husband was born with a heart defect that causes death. Normally, the heart defect does not go away by itself. When the wife gave her husband hawthorn berry syrup every day for several months, the heart defect disappeared. She believed that the syrup had cured his heart. As I was saying last week, when I've had a racing heart or chest pain, I take cayenne and hawthorn together. The combination of the two work to stabilize my heart. The cayenne helps the heart and increases the action of anything you take with it. Of course, you should never take a powder by itself, and always take it in water. When I had chest pain or a racing heart, I just kept taking half a teaspoon of cayenne and hawthorn in water until the problem went away. Sometimes it took a few minutes, sometimes it took a few hours, and sometimes it took a few days. Hawthorn is a tonic, which is a type of herb that feeds a certain organ or organ system. Hawthorn is a heart tonic. The other word for the type of herb that hawthorn is a cardiotonic. When I've taken hawthorn, I can feel the strength of my pulse increasing within a few minutes. When I took it for a while, my blood pressure dropped by 40 points. The famous American naturopath Richard Schulze tells the dramatic story of hawthorn berry. He had a patient with heart disease and had him take hawthorn for several months. You know, it's important to be a good neighbor and help others with CPR if their heart is stopped. Having said that, when I was in CPR training, they told us that when you do CPR, it's not like in the movies. Most of the time, people don't survive CPR. But thankfully, this time things were different. Richard Schulze's patient who had heart disease was taking hawthorn for several months. One day he had a heart attack, drove to Richard Schulze's office. He managed to make it into the parking lot, and Richard Schulze rushed out when he saw him and gave him cayenne pepper extract. He was able to resuscitate the patient without a defibrillator and saved his life. Hawthorn berry is also a diuretic, which means it will cause you to urinate more. You should not take diuretics before you go to bed because they will cause you to get up at night to relieve yourself. What I do is take hawthorn with breakfast and lunch in water or tea. Some people make a syrup or extract out of hawthorn. I used to do that, but I don't anymore. It's cheaper and faster just to use the powder. Hawthorn berries have a hard seed in the center and usually come dried. If you want to use the whole berries, you'll need to soak them in hot water or vodka to extract their medicinal properties. If you're going to use hawthorn, remember that it's a food, and it will lose its potency over time if you just let it sit on the shelf. For best results, keep hawthorn in a plastic bag in the fridge. Herbs can really change your life. Next week, we're going to be talking about the pollen protocol and how it can change your life. If you'd like me to keep you updated with the new videos, go to my website, thethunderinglegion.org, sign up for my newsletter at the left side of the page, and I'll keep you posted. You know, the best advice I've ever had was from a health food store owner. He said that when you don't know what to do about your health, pray to God and ask Him to show you what to do. Billy Graham said that even though the United States is as wicked as Sodom and Gomorrah, if we pray for our country, God can turn it around. After World War II, patriotic Austrians drove the communists out of their country by praying the rosary every day for Austria. That's why you should pray the rosary every day for your salvation and that of your country. Bye-bye now.